Welcome to Astana Times Now. This is one of our first episodes, and the reason behind why we launched this project is to give you, the viewers, a bright visual insight into the culture, politics, and many more aspects ongoing within Kazakhstan. My name is Chris Stanton, your host, and I will be leading the way. If you have any other questions, inquiries, or comments, feel free to shoot me an email at cstanton@astanatimes.com. Let's start off with our first leading story. The Chinese leader highly appreciated Kazakhstan's efforts in the field of international logistics. President Xi Jinping called Kazakhstan a leader in Central Asia for the transit of transcontinental transport during the One Belt, One Way meeting, where leaders of the world powers gathered, as well as hundreds of transnational companies with a common goal at hand, connecting the East to the West. The project itself involves the creation of a powerful trade and transport infrastructure that will bridge the Chinese economy with Europe's, as well as Central Asia. In this sense, Kazakhstan is becoming more and more significant in the grand scheme of plans. Due to the location of the country, it has evolved into an advantageous partner for the eastern and western neighbors. Dima Lee will start us off.
Nursultan Nazarbayev held several meetings with the heads of state the day before, in particular with the host of the summit, President Xi. The leader of China had the opportunity to personally thank our president for his contribution in regards to negotiations of the Syrian crisis. The head of state also met with Russian President Vladimir Putin and President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Erdogan. But even though there is an economic storm on at sea, China is calling all nations not to build walls, but to build sails that will help us overcome a brighter horizon. That is why not only those states on the territories of which the Great Silk Road passes, but also newcomers were invited to the most global diplomatic event of the year. Giving the world a clear idea, this is an open platform for every participant, no matter their economic power. Nursultan Nazarbayev was one of the first to make a speech addressing the whole world, addressing the future potential of the new transport corridor connecting the East and West. One Belt, One Road forms a new geo-economic paradigm. Its successful implementation will benefit countries along the road with a total population of 4.5 billion people, opening up the Chinese market. The initiative One Belt, One Road let China show the world a new model of regional cooperation. The Eurasian project One Belt, One Road is the same caravan road that in ancient times spanned from Asia to Europe. Along the road, silks, porcelain, spices were transported and many more high-value items. In the new hybrid of the Silk Road includes transport corridors, automobile railways, as well as sea routes. From one end, the active economies of Asia, Europe, and Africa. On the other, the developed economies of Europe. And between them lie the vast lands of states with a huge potential for economic development with vast amounts of natural resources. And as Xi Jinping pointed out, the division of countries in terms of political ambitions is something that does not expand the corridors, but rather significantly narrows them.
On May 20th, 2015, the President of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, announced the 100 Concrete Steps plan of the nation to implement the 5 institutional reforms designed to provide a strong national platform needed to achieve the country's ambition of joining the top 30 developed countries by 2050, which included a new financial center based on the auspices of the Dubai Free Economic Zone. In an interview with the executive director of the Eastern Committee of the German Economy, Michael Harms, he is confident that the International Financial Center, Astana, will play a key role in attracting foreign investments into the economy of Kazakhstan. Full operation of the special zone will come into effect by January 2018.
The president's address focuses on digitalization of the economy, modernization of industry, and introduction of new technologies. We discussed these topics both in Germany and in Europe. This is very important. Also, an important signal for us is the improvement of conditions for entrepreneurs. I welcome the establishment of the Astana International Financial Center. Investments of German entrepreneurs in Kazakhstan could be much more. For us, it is very important to support investors and stable business conditions for them. I think we should work harder to create more joint projects. The political scientists of Germany also note the steps of Kazakhstan on the way to the modernization of the country. According to Matthias Dornfeld, the achievements of the state on the basis of the last 2 modernizations have been impactful. In the Central Asian region, Kazakhstan has not only a steady rate of development, but also leads both in the economic and socio-political spheres. I want to note that Kazakhstan is continuously developing. We see the effectiveness of state programs and reforms that were introduced by the president. I think you managed to develop the right strategy for the development of the state. The key point in the address of the president of Kazakhstan was the modernization of economy. This is great that the improvement of macroeconomic indicators, digitalization, as well as the creation of better conditions for the educational system are prioritized.
The main theme of the World Exhibition Expo 2017 in Astana is Energy of the Future. The upcoming event has sparked inspiration for students of a technological park in one of the universities in Almaty to create innovative projects. For example, they figured out how to light a regular light bulb without wires. Ruslan Isayev and Magjan Tashinbay have just developed a project for wireless transmission of energy in just 4 months. Its origins and inspiration come from the famed inventor Nikola Tesla.
It can significantly reduce the cost of electricity transmission since the current methods of energy transfer are very expensive, but this generator allows, as I said, to transfer energy with a single cable, usually at least 3 or 4 cables, is all we need. We have to patent these ideas, and our Department of Science actually helps students, student design bureaus, and business incubators create startups, promote their projects, establish links with production and the business environment. Mulder Abdihan also thought about energy efficiency and, together with the team, developed 3 projects that can be presented during the Expo 2017. The first work is an eco-lamp. Its principle is simple. Including the device, kinetic force enters the motor, which drives the coil. Due to this, energy is supplied to the generator. It in turn fills interchangeable batteries with energy. There are also USB wires which allow you to charge mobile phones. The work of the Technopark students was already appreciated by the Commissar of Expo 2017, Rapil Jashibayev. He positively noted several projects including a windmill, biogas plant, and wireless power transmission. Having visited many leading universities of the world, he stressed that the work of our Kazakhstanis is in no way inferior to the development of students of foreign universities.
The capital of Kazakhstan this summer will become the center of attraction of contemporary art in Central Asia. Artists, architects, designers, and actors from all over the world will come to Astana to show their very own unique and modern view of art. According to the organizers of the festival, Astana Art Fest, there have already been more than 160 applications for participation this year. Talented people from Kazakhstan, Russia, Japan, Armenia, Ukraine, Germany, and Uzbekistan will present 50 of their best projects in Astana. They were selected during the open competition held last year in their respective states, as well as in the capital.
This year, the Astana Art Fest is called Nomad Energy. This is the main theme, that is, the philosophy of neo-nationalism. Who are the new nomads? How do they inherit the nomadic consciousness of their ancestors? That is, today we are talking about the nomads as the new people who travel the world. Nomad feels himself a part of this world, and this modern position is the concept of our festival. Performances, installations, and bright theatrical performances will be a sight to see by residents and guests of the capital Art Fest 2017. It is worth noting that the festival is held in Astana for the 3rd year in a row. During this time, about 100 artists from all over the world took part in it. This year, the Astana Art Fest will last from June to September, and by tradition will be located on the Boulevard Norjol.
Thank you for watching the Astana Times Network. Tune in next time for the latest and most relevant topics of the country. Have a great week.